Well, at this point of time, we are being told that BJP to start a movement from 9th of August in the morning. All MPs, I repeat, all MPs of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha to be basically taking out these campaigns. It will begin on 9th of August. It will first be a social media campaign. Basically, BJP is going to escalate its attack onto the opposition. It's going to be corruption quit India, polarization quit India. We're also being told that on the 10th, that is when the Prime Minister is expected to reply back on the no confidence motion. It will be a Vibhajan Vibhiksha, where MPs will write how India was divided by the Congress. And on the 15th of August, it's Har Ghar Tiranga campaign. 16th of August, it's Meri Mitti Mera Desh campaign, where a campaign will begin where MPs will collect mitti from all Gram Panchayats, and on the 20th, the collected mitti will be brought to the Kartavya Path and BJP to make an Aman one over there. So all of this will begin from tomorrow, where they begin and escalate their attack onto the Congress party. It's very clear that this no confidence motion which the BJP is facing, they are going to be comfortably victorious in both the houses, beginning with Lok Sabha. But very clearly, because the numbers are in favor of the BJP, but as far as the BJP's counter onto the Congress is concerned, that is where BJP is specifying a specific path, chalking out a strategy, how they are going to be taking on the Congress party, how they are going to be taking on the complete opposition. And very, very specifically, if you see, they are saying corruption quit India. They are saying polarization quit India. So they are making corruption and polarization as their two major point of attack onto the Congress and then onto the opposition. This will begin from tomorrow and go till the 20th of August. Different day, different names, but target is one, that is to take on the opposition, and then according to the BJP, to bring on the reality of the opposition in front of the people. So they say it's not only about the parliament, Sansad se Sadak tak, they are going to be taking out from the roads to the parliament. They want to get out the real agenda of the opposition and the Congress party out. And this is in regard, they are getting this campaign out beginning 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Back to you in the studios. So absolutely, this is the breaking news coming in. We have our colleague Shawan right at Vijay Chowk, who's also there. We are going to be coming back here, but this is big breaking news coming in that BJP is going to escalate the attack onto the opposition and very clearly calling it quit India, corruption quit India, polarization quit India. And once again, as I just suggested, that it's a very, very significant attack as far as the Congress, BJP is concerned, onto the Congress party. And as I just said, it begins tomorrow. It goes on to 10th, takes the name of Vibhajan Vibhiksha, and then as soon as it comes 15th of August, Har Ghar Tiranga, and 16th of August, it's Meri Mitti Mera Desh. So very clearly, BJP has their work chalked out. Their agenda is very clear. According to them, they are bringing out the reality of the Congress party and then the opposition out. And this is BJP escalating their attack onto the Congress party, keeping in mind that the BJP is facing a no confidence motion. Though there is no problem, though there is no confusion, though they are under no pressure as far as facing the no confidence motion is concerned in Lok Sabha, because the numbers are not only in their favor, comfortably in their favor, and they believe that this was just an ego battle which the Congress wanted to use one of the rules and bring a no confidence motion. In a democracy, if there are rules, you can follow them. Congress is doing that. But as far as BJP is concerned, BJP is escalating its attack and bringing in this very agenda back. Back to you.
Well, Aishwarya, the focus essentially now also being not just on the no confidence motion, hoping that the government is going to be cornered over the Manipur issue. Gaurav Gogoi basically setting the tone with regards to the Manipur issue. Remember, the no confidence motion essentially being brought in because they believe that the Prime Minister, who hasn't really spoken on this issue, could be actually cornered, even though the numbers are stacked up in favor of the government. Having said that, there's one more issue which was today raised in the parliament. This was with regards to NewsClick, the organization that came under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, BJP parliamentarian Nishikant Dubey raised this entire issue. An investigation that was carried out back in 2021, thereafter the Enforcement Directorate filing a charge sheet in this particular case. And now a Western media outlet has raised this issue, once again linking an American millionaire, point person of the Communist Party of China, and exposing the link with a leftist organization. In fact, if I can also once again go back to my colleague Ashwarya to just break it down for our viewers while we put out more details of the investigation that's been carried out so far. In fact, Prakash Karat, Communist Party of India,
Shavan,
Marxist leader.
Shavan, Prakash Karat part is okay, but we need to understand that when it comes to the parliament, Shavan, from Piyush Goyal to Nishikant Dubey, as you correctly mentioned, they've raised, Sudhanshu Trivedi has raised, up in the upper house, all of these issues are being raised, but the issue is that this is literally cash for news scam. This is cash for article scam. And this is Lutyens' cash for news scam. Because if you see, and that is why when you mentioned, Shavan, that the whole ED got in, because it's money laundering. Money is being moved in from China, and what is that money intended for? To public news, basically publicize news, publish news. So it's a Lutyens' cash for news scam, but that is being looked into. But what is happening in the parliament is that though Gaurav Gogoi's reality came out in his first sentence, but the government was ready for a detailed discussion on Manipur as well. The government was ready to have a discussion on NU as well. The government is ready to have a discussion on price rise. The government is ready to have a discussion on jobs. But then it was only an ego tussle when it comes down to the no confidence motion that you wanted to bring, you wanted to use a rule in the rule book, and that's how it is happening, and that's why it is happening. But the reality remains that the numbers are not in their favor. They know it is just a gimmick. The government, can we see a stress on the face of the government, on the face of the treasury benches? No. No. Because the numbers, Shavan, as you're also aware, are comfortably in the favor of the BJP. This is just an ego battle. And as far as this issue of China and this, as I've been saying, this Lutyens' cash for news scam is concerned, it's out there in the open. The investigation against all of those people took place then, and it will continue. But once again, going back to the parliament, the discussion is on, the debate is on, though it is just superficial, because at the end of the day, there is no ultimate result of this no confidence motion. The no confidence motion was made, this rule was brought in to basically corner the government, to basically show that whether you have the strength on the floor of the house or not. But that remains undisputed. And that is what the opposition is saying, not the government. So, Shavan, that's the reality. Back to you, Shavan.
Well, the opposition, however, says that the no confidence motion is essentially been brought in because they believe that the nation has essentially lost faith in the government in resolving the Manipur issue, saying that the government hasn't really spoken about it. Contrary to what the opposition parties have been maintaining on this while, Union Home Minister on the floor of the parliament essentially said that he is open to speaking about Manipur. He says that the government essentially has nothing to hide. In fact, Union Home Minister Amit Shah essentially indicated that the opposition does not want the government to speak on Manipur issue because it is they who's been hiding this entire matter. Remember, the other big controversy that has erupted the floor of the parliament, as we've been pointing out, was this Lutyens media scam that has emerged. Back in 2021, an expose that was then done by Republic Media Network, and now this has been also raised by a Western media outlet. But the bigger question here is that what was being spoken in hushed tones all this while about a complicity between the Chinese and several of